Welcome to the final module in understanding silence in your relationship. I am so proud of you for getting this far. Hang in there, we're almost done. This might be a smidge longer chapter because I really packed it tight, but I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Your personal power plan in effect. We are in the last letter of the word power. This is where we are rolling out your plan. And so I kept saying throughout, oh, a little bit more about that, a little bit more about that later. Well, now is the later, and this is the time. As we get to the final point, this relies more on you than it does on me, because it's now up to you to pick and choose. And I'm hoping you will pick all of the tools I've given you so far, because I picked them because they are good for you. I've actually spelled out already what we did so far. What kind of silence am I familiar with when it comes to pinpointing it? We have completed that aspect. Own your emotions, which statements primarily reflected how I was feeling, and which emotions do I experience? You've already achieved that. W, we've worked through the research, and here are now the personal tools, and you've evaluated many of them. We've talked about the E of establishing what is yours to control, and today we are in the roll out part right now of your plan. So to really recap the pinpointing part, let's just visit this little diagram for a minute. And I put it here again on purpose so you can refresh your thinking on it about which one you are, which one is in your relationship, so you can really pinpoint it. I don't want to assume that you have done that. So I wanted to make sure that in this module, you have it all together where you could just look at this diagram real quick. What do these little things mean? I have added the little summary here for your convenience. So if you're still not sure and you go back and forth, this might help. If not, there's only really so much you can do to clarify some of this. However, I am always available by email that I can answer more questions that you may have on pinpointing what kind of silence and what kind of discomfort to do with this dynamic you are experiencing. Now we move back to the O. In terms of owning your emotions, I have again summarized, or I've just copied and pasted basically. It's not like I worked too hard on adding this, but I wanted to refresh your memory on which emotions here that you might be experiencing as someone who receives the silent treatment. This is available to you. And then, of course, after this, you remember these from earlier. There is also the other side of a person who uses the silence to handle relationship issues or relationship or issues in general. And of course, I had to sneak just a little just for you to refresh your memory, because I really want you to refocus on the fact that there are no winners and that there is distress on both sides, even if you may not believe that, or you may not see that in the moment that you are in. It's not easy for anyone, is what I'm trying to get to. Now that you have owned which emotions you are experiencing, we go to the W of working through the research. Here are, again, as a recap, the tools that I have presented to you. Tools that I absolutely love. It's tools that I use with people on an individual basis. I certainly used it when I was doing my individual therapy, and I still use some of it in my coaching because I love them. We are going to go now deeper into said tools.